So, we certainly accomplished a lot of things here under the water of the Ruby Sea during the morning session. And at the end, we were helping out this young lady, this young Aura right here, because she had a problem that needed to be resolved. But she hasn't really been all that truthful with us in regards to what it is that the details are in regards to this problem. So we're going to get the answer out of her after we just cleared our first side dungeon here in Stormblood. And so, with that in mind, greetings people of the world, Matthew back with you here at Overall Autism for our second session of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood Live. We are back here with our Warrior of Light, Corinne Loren, who is just finished, as I mentioned, the first side dungeon in Stormblood, the Shisui of the Violet Tides, and we went there to help out this young Aura here, Kurenai, whose sister, the Ruby Princess, was in peril. So much so that she and her entire guard were corrupted and forced to fight against us. Thankfully, we were able to deal with the root of the problem, and so now we've come back here with Kurenai, and the Ruby Princess, her sister, has been brought back here to Sui-No-Sato, this Aura settlement. But now we need to find out why Kurenai has not been truthful to us. So let's go ahead and ask her. Let's speak with Kurenai to take on the level 63 challenge entitled Fathoms Below. Princess Kurenai is ready to divulge her great secrets.
The hour of truth is upon us, yet I'm just unsure of where to begin. The Ruby Princess, who currently slumbers on, she... Perhaps this will be easier to explain if you look upon her as I speak. Follow me.
Yeah, because when we met the Ruby Princess, she was corrupted very badly when we encountered her in the Shisui of the Violet Tides. Well, Kurenai's over here, but where's the princess?
Shisui will be bringing her out shortly. He should be but a few moments longer.
Alright. In the meantime, hello there, Miguel and Yami. Good to see you both this evening, or rather this afternoon, rather. Welcome to the stream. So, here's our sleeping beauty. Thankfully, she is no longer what she looked like before.
Oh, Hisui, why? Why do you refuse to open your eyes? Corinne, there is something you must know. I am not the Ruby Princess's younger sister. In fact, she has no sister.
So what's going on?
I, Kurenai, am the sole heiress to the throne and the true Ruby Princess.
What? Like, huh?
The slumbering girl before you goes by the name of Hisui and is my dearest friend. We have known one another since childhood.
My grace, I am entirely to blame. Had I been more prepared, more aware, Lady Hisui would not be in this sorry state.
Out with it, you two.
You see, a few days ago, we received visitors from the outside. They had come to perform a cult ritual. To protect the Ruby Princess from any potential dangers, we decided to conceal her true identity. I had her ready in waiting, Hisui take her place, as she and her highness bear a great resemblance to each other, something owing to the fact that they are distant blood relatives. I was confident no one would notice the switch. I was right. That is why, when proceedings commenced, it was Lady Hisui who became possessed by the terrible fiend they summoned, and now... well, you can see for yourself what has become of her. To mitigate such disaster, severe restrictions on who can enter and exit Shisui of the Violet Tides has always been in place. In fact, even the Ruby Princess is forbidden by law to leave its gates. When Wraith after Wraith began appearing, however, I was left with little choice. I'd whisk Her Highness away to their village and had to lie that she was Princess Kurenai, the Ruby Princess's sister.
Kurenai was the name I had before my mother passed away, and I assumed the title of Ruby Princess. It was also the name Hisui would call me by growing up. As far back as I can remember, she was there for me from the best of times to the worst of times. All the laughter and tears we shared. Hisui, is this truly where it ends?
Forgive me, my grace. This is my fault. If only there was a way I could go back and prevent all this.
Shisui, there is nothing to forgive. None of us could have predicted this would happen. You are no more to blame for what has happened than I am. Kurin, now you know everything. I hope you do not think any less of me for my lie.
As she expresses her apology.
Now that everything here has been settled, I shall be departing from Sui-No-Sato. The cure to Hisui's condition can only be found above. I know this because, as Ruby Princess, it was my duty to study all the available writings at the palace.
Very well, my grace. Where would you have us go?
No, Shisui. I shall be embarking upon this quest on my own. You will be staying here. The people need you to protect them in my absence.
Yeah, do it, man.
Her Highness has made it clear she would have me remain behind. Mistress Corin, might you accompany her in my stead?
I believe I can do that.
While Lady Hisui's body remains, her soul has long departed. I fear that no amount of rest or magics can cure her. I can only hope that in traveling with you, it will make it easier for Her Highness to come to terms with the tragic fate of her friend. Until such a time she must face this truth, however, I ask, nay, beg that you keep her safe.
Well, at least we've gained your trust there, Shisui. Because, yeah, you weren't exactly welcoming to us when we first arrived here. And hey there, Adam. Good to see you this afternoon. Glad to have you with us. So, go ahead and conclude this challenge by speaking with Kurenai once again. Yeah, a princess posing as a pauper among her people.
You are offering to accompany me on my travels. That is incredibly generous of you. Thank you. I shall give you some time to prepare before leaving Sui-No-Sato. Please come and find me as soon as you are ready to go.
In fact, I'm ready right now. So we got another 95,000 experience points, plus choice of ring. And so, let's go ahead and take on Kurenai's next level 63 challenge entitled, A Part of Your World. Sorry, that was a terrible Ariel. The Ruby Princess is waiting for you to join her.
You are ready to depart? Excellent. Let us make for Onokoro. I believe we will be best served by beginning our search there. You see, while we have next to no contact with the outside world, we do receive the occasional visit from the Kojin of the Brew. During one such visit, I was given a tome filled with fairy tales. It was old, worn, and from what I am given to understand, written in Kugane. And in it was a story about a fisherman who sailed the Ruby Sea. While traveling, he came across a princess who had fallen into a years-long slumber. She was eventually awakened upon taking an elixir of some sort. What intrigues me, however, is the fact that many of the places this fisherman visited exist in the real world. It makes me wonder if perhaps this story is rooted in reality. The tale begins in Onokoro. I trust you will escort me there?
I've come with you this far.
Thank you. Now let us depart without any further ado.
And so, let's go ahead and follow the princess Because, yeah, we gotta follow her all the way up to Onokoro. So, we're going back up to the mainland. And to above land. Above water. I'm guessing that quote is pertinent to what we're currently helping out with in regards to Miss Kurenai. Let's make our way to this direction, because, yeah, we're going to meet her just on the outside of town by the looks of it. Yeah, there she is, and she's already come across a member of the Confederacy.
So this is Onokoro. It is a lovely place. The people here are incredibly warm. Take this gentleman, for example. As soon as I foot on the island, he offered to take me on a tour.
What are you looking at? What will you say? Get lost or say nothing? I'll say nothing. I'll just stare at you. So you're gonna stand there and ignore me? Is that it then? Wait a minute! I know you! My comrades talk about you all the time. My apologies, madam. I was only just joking with you, of course. One can never have enough rich or powerful friends, which is why I approached your young charge. Figured if I help her now, she'd someday return the favor should I ever need it. So what brings you to our island? Well, this is what we need. You're looking to learn more about a fairy tale? I know nothing of fairies or tales, but mayhap I can direct you to someone who does. There's a fisherman who visits us once a year to hunt for treasure. Some of the men here say he's as old as the seas themselves. I reckon he, of anyone, will be able to tell you your story. Luckily for you, he arrived just the other day. You should be able to find him at the Quickscape Pier.
Thank you for your assistance, sir. We will go and speak with him right now.
Not to worry, little lady. Just be sure to remember my name and pay me back when the time comes. But what is your name? He doesn't even bother to tell us.
Kurin, did the kind gentleman ever give us his name?
No, he didn't.
Without a name, I'm afraid I'll be unable to send him payment for his help. 'Tis terribly unfortunate, but there's little that can be done. Now let us make promptly for Quickscape Pier. We do not want to miss the fisherman.
Alright. And since the pier is on the opposite side of the island... Yeah, this place is on the opposite side of the island, so we got to go around this way. Which means we'll also be crossing paths with the Shiranui. And we need to go find out what this elderly fisherman knows of in regards to the fairy tale that Miss Kurenai is inquiring about. So yeah, the pier is over this way. Right where this big boat is. So what will this man tell us when we arrive? As we catch up with him. Hello there. Hello there. Is there something you need? Yes, there is, actually. The tale of the fisherman and the Ruby Sea. Oh, yes, indeed. It has been a long time since I heard that one. I believe it was my grandfather who told me. Or perhaps my great-great-grandfather. Or perhaps my... Yeah. What we say, it doesn't matter who you heard it from, just tell us the story already. Or, that's all well and good, sir, but if you could just please tell us the story. Yeah. Ah, yes, my apologies. Let us see if I can remember how it went.
Oh, I very much hope you have not forgotten it. We might never know the whole tale if you have. The tome I received as a child was so tattered, I could only read bits and pieces of the story.
I recall now. Once upon a time there was a fisherman on the island of Onokoro who saved the Kojin of the Blue from the maws of a terrible beast. As thanks, the Kojin offered him a vial of liquid.
When taken, it would allow the fishermen to plunge far to the far depths of the ocean without drowning. It was there that their journey began. They visited temples, palaces, and villages under the sea. They met all manner of men, women, and creatures, including a beautiful princess who had fallen into a deep, deep slumber. According to her people, she had been like that for years. Hearing this, the Kojin pulled out another vial containing an ancient Tamamizu potion, which had been passed down to him from his great-grandfather, or perhaps his great-great-grand... To continue with the story, upon being given this mixture, the princess was instantly awakened. Yeah, like, what? The moment their eyes met, she and the fisherman fell in love. They were immediately wed in a palace at the bottom of the sea where they lived happily ever after.
Thank you, sir, for taking the time to recount that regarding tale. It was truly enlightening. Corinne, from what we heard, I can only assume that this story took place at Shisuri of the Violet Tides. Perhaps we should return to Sui-No-Sato and see if we cannot dig up any mention of this incident.
Alright.
Again, thank you very much, sir. You are a great man of great wisdom.
So, knowing what we do, let us be on our way. And thank you for your time, sir. We will allow you to get back to your casting. So yeah, that means we gotta jump back in the sea. So jump back to Tamamizu in order to get back to Sui-No-Sato. Yeah, it's a shame Sui-No-Sato doesn't have its own aetheryte. Are you saying Sebastian there, Yami? Or are you saying Siberian? Oh, I see. Your collection. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, but yeah, the way you were spelling that, you were almost spelling Siberian. So let's make our way back to Sui-No-Sato. Turn ourselves to this place and see what Kurenai wants us to do next. Actually, Yami, he's a crab. I know it's easy to mix up the two, but but Sebastian was a crab. Yeah, because there's a song where once Ariel's made human and she gets taken to Prince Eric's castle, the chef tries to prepare stuffed crab and attempts to cook Sebastian. Alright, Kurenai.
While I know little of what life is on the surface, it seems to be a lovely place. The people are incredibly kind. I grew up listening to stories of how pirates would street your throat the first chance they got, but those on Orokoro seemed rather cordial. Though perhaps I have your presence in part to thank for that. Shiosai shall be joining us shortly. Most stories in Sui-No-Sato are passed down orally. He should be able to tell us if any of our own stories match the tale the fisherman recounted for us.
Well, let's hope you're right about that, Kurenai. Indeed, Adam, indeed. So what can you tell us there, Shiosai?
A tale
in which a Huron fisherman and a princess were brought together by a Kojin and wed in a palace under the sea.
It almost sounds as if it is a story about Shisui of the Violet Tides. Though the part about the Ruby Princess marrying a Huron might be something of an embellishment.
To the contrary, my grace. I believe generations back, a Ruby Princess and a Huron man were once joined in hoary matrimony. The son they bore was said to have had almost no scales. Wow. Until now, I consider it merely to be a tall tale spun by the elders for the grandchildren. Yet it is possible that the story is true.
Then there is a chance that the remedy also exists.
It is not impossible. My Grace, I must apologize to you. If I were being completely honest, I thought all hope for Lady Hisui's recovery was lost. What you tell me, however, has revived my hope. You are a born reader. Through your actions, you have reversed all our fates.
That's incredibly kind of you to say, but without this wonderful lady beside me, we would never have come so far.
Indeed, Mistress Loren, please accept my deepest thanks. So long as you are here, I can rest knowing that Her Highness and her village will remain safe. Now, my Grace, I suppose you are about to announce your intention to travel to where the Kojin of the brew reside in search of this miracle cure. I wish you safe travels.
Thank you there, Shiosai. I try as hard as I can there, Yami.
Corinne, at long last I can see the light. Hisui might finally be saved.
And so we get another 95,000 experience points out of this one. And so yeah, our journey with these 3 is not yet done. And yeah, I know that's what you meant there, Yami. So now, for Kurenai's next level 63 challenge entitled The Elixir of Life. The Ruby Princess is eager to depart for Tamamizu.
Corinne, are you ready to go? Good, then let us immediately set out for Tamamizu. Where Sui-No-Sato has for the most part isolated itself from the rest of the world, we had scant detailings with the Kojin of the brew. This, however, will be my first time visiting their village.
Yeah, leave it to us. We can do it.
You've been there before. Excellent. Then you should be able to show me around.
Then away we will go. So don't forget to attune to the Aetheryte on your way there. So, hop, skip, and a jump over to Tamamizu. So, let's go ahead and deal with speaking with Kurenai. Where did she go? Oh, she's probably at the gate to the village, which kind of seems in contrast to where she would go. You would think she would go to the closest portal, but instead she's standing at the main gate. Yeah, here she is.
Tamamizu, it is not so different to that of our own village. Now, where should we begin our search for this ancient Kojin remedy?
We should ask some of our acquaintances for advice, or we should find the Kojin who gave you the Book of Fairy Tales. Well, why don't we find the Kojin? Yeah, let's suggest this.
But of course, that is a brilliant idea. If I'm not mistaken, he goes by the name of Inban. Let us go search him out.
And let us go find this particular individual. Will she be able to recognize the Kojin she met all that while ago? Well, we have a guy here named Inban, so yeah, she must have recognized him. Hello there again.
It has been many years, so it is difficult to be absolutely sure. But I think this is Master Inban, the merchant I told you about.
Inban, that is my name. Do we know each other from somewhere?
What do we say? Does the name Kurenai ring a bell? Or surely you must recognize her? Well, sure you must recognize her. Yeah, we're getting a lot of multiple option challenges going on here.
Now that you mention it, perhaps there is something rather familiar about her. Oh yes, I remember now. You are the little girl from the palace. People grow so fast they do. You changed so much I scarcely recognize you.
Master Inban, I'm glad to see you have not forgotten me. We have sought you out today to ask something regarding the book of fairy tales you gave me long ago.
I remember that one. Who would like to know?
We would, actually.
You're looking for a cure for your sleeping friend. A most noble cause indeed. I am an avid collector of ancient tomes. In one of them is the exact remedy you speak of, an elixir that can wake those who have fallen into a deep slumber.
Truly? Then you might share with me the recipe so I can recreate it?
The recipe should be easy to find. The necessary ingredients, on the other hand, not so much.
What do you mean?
To make this potion requires the shell of a bloated umemi, a giant umemi that has over 100 years to mature. Decades have passed since one of these was last spotted. Your only hope now would be to capture a umemi larvae and wait for 100 years for it to grow potent enough to make your cure.
We don't have that kind of time.
No, that cannot be!
Like, it's too early to give up, or we'll find a bloated umemi. Let's say it's too early to give up. Yeah, you can't give up this quickly there, Kurenai.
You are absolutely right. Just as you saved Shisui of the Violet Tides against all odds, so too must we rescue Hisui, regardless of how hopeless it seems. We will find this mystical creature no matter how hard or wrong we must search.
Perhaps it is as you say. If you were to look hard enough, you will find one. If you are serious about this, I would suggest you begin your search in exile. It was formerly considered a prime hunting ground for these creatures. Kelp was often used to lure them out of hiding.
Then I shall go and gather some straight away.
Good. Gather the most succulent stalks you can find and take them into the cave. If any bloated umemi are present, they will be immediately drawn to you. Or perhaps you should have this woman here take them. You appear to be as strong as our gatekeeper you do. No doubt you will be able to make quick work of whatever appears.
I can do that.
Kurin, I shall meet you in exile in a bit. Kerb in hand.
Alright. And so away she goes. So yeah, where she's going is this area that we've yet to reveal on the map. So let's see if we can't find the nearest portal, which is right over here. And proceed to make our way to this brand new cave that we've yet to set foot in. Yeah, so we've already been to the Anemone Gardens, but this time we're going a little further to the right in order to find the cave known as Exile. I believe we have a light on it. Yep, there we go. And since combat is going to be required, obviously we're going to change clothes here. Okay, Kurenai, we made it.
I made sure to collect the longest and most luscious stalks of kelp I could find. Here, the hunting grounds Master Imban mentioned are in the deep recesses of the cave just over there.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
From what I gathered, the bloated Umemi's great age is what aroused them to accumulate an incredible amount of magic, most of which is concentrated in their shell. We can only hope that, should one be here, it will be tempted out of hiding by the sweet smell of its favorite food.
So we'll also summon my Chocobo to assist. Because yeah, we're gonna have to fight out some other Umemi in order to get the one we really want. And of course, these things look so much like Welcome Final Fantasy VI. Whatever you do, don't hit the shell! Yeah, face shots only, headshots only. And he's down. So yeah, our spot is gonna be right here in the back. Oh, what? A level 70 hunt is down here? Really? Wow, so the moment I summon this loaded Umemi, I have to move it right away. I have to move it right away or else I am going to automatically lose. Oh boy. I am not looking forward to this. Because yeah, we gotta use the kelp stalks, and then the moment we do, we have to run to avoid drawing in the Skauki. And then, yeah, and naturally, then we draw in another Umemi. Damn it. But yeah, not good. Not good at all. Because, yeah, I can't risk using Gears Kogel, because then it could easily run back and hit him, too. Now it's just the bloated Umemi. But yeah, I cannot risk making use of Gears Kogel. So yeah, this really restrains me. I got an 8,000 point crit hit. Yeah, that Stormblood is so freaking close. Like, I know he's docile, but I just can't take the chance of using my AoE attacks. Even though they're really powerful, I just can't risk using them. Thankfully, though, we're gonna win this fight. Alright, we got it. We got it. So yeah, let's see if we'll be given the luxury of not having its children take revenge. And thankfully we didn't. And heck, even Inban's here now.
Corinne, Master Inban grew worried and Kairi came to check upon us. Did you have any rock in the cave?
I did, yes.
Is this what I think it is? You did it, Corinne! You procured the bloated Umemi shell. Perhaps the very last one in existence, even.
So this is the shell rumored to be capable of curing any ailment. It looks like nothing like that of a regular Umemi. That you were able to find one so quickly makes me wonder if the bloated Umemi is not as gone as we think. Mayhap they simply began burrowing deeper into the earth in response to our excessive hunting. I must make up for this grievous miscalculation. Please give me the shell. I shall make the remedy you seek and deliver it to Sui-No-Sato. It may take some time to prepare, but it should be well worth the wait.
And in the meantime, yeah, we'll pass on the shell.
Thank you very much. Now Hisui might finally be saved from eternal slumber. Corinne, once again I am in your debt. Together, let us return to Sui-No-Sato, that we might share the story of your success with Shiosai.
Let us be on our way then. Alright, there's our portal to go. So come with me, my glowing horse. And let us be on our way back to Sui-No-Sato. Take me through the sea, if you would be so kind. And one of the cool things about this is you don't necessarily have to go through the bottom exits or entrance, you can go through the top as well. Let's find Kurenai and see if we're that much closer to bringing back her friend.
Shiosai has been duly informed of all that has happened. When I told him of how you strayed the ball to Ryumemi, his eyes went wide and his mouth dropped. Rarely do I ever see him so surprised. Then again, he has every right to be. Your efforts have allowed Master Inban to set upon making a remedy that should, in theory, have been impossible to recreate. Which reminds me, I believe I owe you an apology. You were only to escort me to Tamamizu, but due to my own inability, you were forced to do so much more than that. Truly, I do not know what I would have done without you. In addition to saving my people, you have opened up my eyes to the world. Through you, I have come to learn so much. When I finally return to Shisui of the Violet Tides and reassume my role as the Ruby Princess, I shall look fondly upon the memories recreated on this grand adventure. Until such a time that Hisui awakens, however, I shall remain here. I solely hope that you shall too.
I'm here with you to the end there, Your Majesty. So, another 95,000 experience points, plus we'll take another necklace. And we'll go ahead, because I believe that this is the last quest in this chain here with the princess. For the level 63 quest entitled, The Two Princesses of Sui-No-Sato. The Ruby Princess impatiently awaits Inban's arrival.
Kurin, Master Inban has yet to arrive with the elixir, but we must not allow ourselves to grow impatient. He will come to us as soon as it is ready. The longer we wait, however, the more I worry about Hisui. Shiosai assures me that she is doing well, and that, thanks to one of our own ancient remedies, her bones and muscles remain strong. Even so, I feel compelled to confirm this with my own eyes. Let us go to her.
She does bow to us a lot, doesn't she? But then again, even as a princess, she demonstrates a great level of humility. So let's get back to the princess and speak with her once again.
I have brought her from her room. It should not be much longer.
And so, let's go see what's going on with Hisui right now.
Looking upon her, I am reminded of the Ruby Princess from the fairy tale. What causes you to continue sleeping, my friend?
Initially, I had feared the void scent that possessed her had driven her soul from her body. Now, I suspect Hisui's spirit has simply gone dormant. It is attempting to recuperate from the trauma it endured. Master Inban's elixir will likely restore what vitality has been lost. Indeed, that is correct.
There he is. He has arrived.
Master Inban!
I have brought the elixir.
Like, yeah, we got it.
In the olden days, we would sprinkle this over the eggs that refused to hatch. It would serve to strengthen the soul of the Kojin within.
Sprinkle? Do you mean to say Hisui does not need to drink this remedy to recover?
Drink it? There is no need for that. All we need to do is pour this over your friend. Here, I made plenty.
Go ahead, whenever you're ready. And now, we wait. We have open eyes.
Hisui! You are awake! Thank the Kami you are awake! I am sorry for everything. Princess, What are you talking about?
Well, allow us to explain. You've been through a lot, including us having to beat you up. So that's all that went down.
To think that you had to travel so far and overcome many obstacles to save me. I know not how to thank you.
You're welcome there, Your Majesty.
Nay, 'tis I who must thank you. Think nothing of it, Princess. As your lady in waiting, it is my duty above all else to ensure you are protected.
Brings a smile to her face.
Oh, Hisui, I am truly blessed to have you in my life.
Yeah, we approve of this scene. The girls, they are identical. I cannot for the life of me tell them apart. Yeah, it is kind of hard, although one wears a ponytail and the other just wears her hair straight down. Indeed, there is a great resemblance. Mistress Roren, now that Lady Hisui is awakened, Her Highness must return to the palace and resume her duties there at once. While I ask that you say your farewells to her here, I do hope that this is not the last you will see of each other. I have watched Her Highness blossom into an intelligent and capable young lady under your care. It has made me think that being sequestered in a castle is not the best way to raise our rulers. You have saved us in more ways than I can count, and taught us so much. Sui-No-Sato is forever changed because of you. Thank you. Thank you for everything. It was my honor. After all, the Warrior of Light always has a task to do.
So it is here that our grand adventure draws to a close. I, however, would like you to enjoy your company for just a bit longer. Please allow me to escort you to the gates.
Alright. So with our work here done, we must be on our way. So let's make the run back over to the Ruby Princess Kurenai and say our farewells.
I shall forever cherish my memories of our travels together. Whenever I look back upon them, they will fill my heart with a serene happiness. You came from afar and braved the depths of the sea, all so that you might rescue a sleeping princess. The story has a familiar ring to it, does it not? Indeed, and just as it with the tale of the fisherman, mayhaps someone somewhere has recorded our story too.
Yep, the person who's recording this on YouTube for all to see.
Sadly, this is where I must part ways with you. It is time for me to return to the palace. Farewell, Corinne. Farewell, Sui-No-Sato. Or rather, until next time. With me to take her to Her Highness' place while she is away, I do not imagine it should be too hard for her to shriek out of the whenever she pleases. Even Shiosai has difficulty tearing us apart. All we need to do is exchange clothes and no one will be any the wiser. To prove my point, here is a quick test for you. Look very closely and tell me, am I Kurenai or am I Hisui?
Yeah, you are Princess Kurenai, or you must be Hisui. But yeah, we know based strictly on the hairstyle alone. You must be Princess Kurenai.
If you thought you could tell us swapped apart our clothes, you are mistaken. Just earlier, we swapped garb, and I am in fact Hisui.
Like, what?
Despite the numerous journeys we embarked on together, it seems even you cannot tell us apart. Hisui, let us leave it at that. I think we perhaps teased Korean wrong enough for one day. Just as you have guessed, I am the real Kurenai. You are always incredibly perceptive. Now truly, this is where I must leave you. Life is a long and winding journey, and I am certain our paths will cross once again in the future. Until then, I ask that you keep on smiling and maintain that wonderful disposition of yours. Very well, my friend.
You're departing on a Rome-Mythal farewell? Well, this doesn't change my perception of you, but nonetheless, we're getting 95,000 experience points, plus we're gonna go ahead and take a necklace for our troubles. Take care, you two. Yeah, and they're gonna wave goodbye to us, no less. And so back they go to Shisui of the Violet Tides. And with that, all of the side quests that we have to take care of here at Sui-No-Sato are finished. At long last.